An original original Fox. Also too, what we figured out too was, it should have been a no-brainer. The front of this chassis was broken right here. So what we got to do next is welcome to Peanuts Automotive Adventures. Diecast and RC cars. Team Run It. As y'all can see, this is part 2, like we stated. But no, before we state, let's give an official shout out to our official sponsor,
GraphicSpotVA.com.
GraphicSpotVA.com. Reach out to them. They're gonna be right there, right across the Tamiya Fox. Even their Etsy store is going to be right there too. Reach out to them, Team Run It. If you need any decals, as y'all can see, we're going to get a new body. We're going to be getting new decals, and we're going to use the Graphic Spot for all our decals, right? Yep. So, just reach out to them, man. I need banners. What else they do? Signs. I already said decals. Hats. They doing hats now. So if your team needs a hat, RC, race team, or whatever your endeavor is, reach out to them and Team Run It and tell them that Peanuts Automotive Adventure sent you. Today's video is on the updates on the Tamiya Fox. As y'all can see, it's right in front of us. Yep. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to allow Peanut to update us on what we done did to this Tamiya Fox. And he's going to talk to you guys about what we done repaired and everything. And also what we done found that needs repairing. So trying to take care of this vintage stuff it feels like a real car, right? Yeah. You start digging into it and you start just taking stuff apart. Stuff is brittle, stuff be breaking. You figure out after reading the manual to it. Let me pick up this manual. After reading the manual to it that we downloaded online and printed out, we was missing some pieces. So y'all probably, some of you Tamiya gurus probably seen that in the first video from last week. Yeah. But go ahead, Peanut. Explain to us everything that we done did to the Tamiya Fox. Go ahead.
So we got
Let me have that. Go
a
ahead.
new chassis for it.
Yep, show them the old chassis.
This is the old chassis.
That's the old chassis for it. Why did we have to get a new chassis?
Because
it was like cracked and breaking and brittle, right? So we went ahead and invested in a new chassis. That chassis was only like $15 off of, what's that thing called? eBay. We got the chassis off eBay. I can't remember the vendor we used. But, so go ahead. Show them the new chassis. What else did we do? As y'all can see, we got a battery pack in there. Yep. So how did we get the battery pack in there?
So we had to get the
Nerf bars. Yep. So let me pick it up and show them the Nerf bar. See those Nerf bars like right there on the side? They screw in. The Nerf bar screws into this little bracket here that goes here and it holds the battery pack in for all you people that's not too familiar with the Tamiya Fox. Also, what did we do? We just did it today. Go ahead.
We put new shocks.
Yep, put new shocks on it, right? So I don't have the thing. We put new adjustable coil shocks on it. Yep. Front, one on the front, of course, for the Fox, 2 on the back. So we did that. So we're moving right along with this project.
We're swapping parts from this chassis.
Yeah, we swapping parts from that chassis onto this chassis. As y'all can see, this chassis is bare. The only reason we might just keep it, I don't know, but the only reason we kept it is for this video to show you guys how we swap chassis.
The only things on it is on the
on and off switch. Yep. So, but also we did run into some problems.
Yeah.
Let me tell Team Run It what problems we ran into. one major problem was here. Just sit right here. Come on, sit
This
down.
was broken.
Yeah, the driver's side rear lower control arm is broken.
Yep.
It's still the pivot screw still screws in, but it's cracked.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and get a new one of those. We're gonna get new control arms, and if we get new control arms, I'm just gonna change them all out.
Yeah.
Because if that one's cracking, the other ones ain't too far behind. It was something. Oh, this piece. Remember this piece? The upper shock tower piece. Somebody had it held together with what?
Two
Tell Team Run It.
servo mounts.
Yeah, they had the upper shock tower mounted to the chassis with 2 servo mounts, like Peanut was stating. And we're not rolling like that. We're gonna go ahead and so I ordered those parts. I actually just ordered those parts yesterday, so they should be here one day next week. Yeah. So as you can tell, there's gonna be a part 3 to this video because we're not done. We're not done. Also, I said the upper shock tower mount we got to get, lower control arm mount. We got the screws, but we got to get the mount. We don't have any, I don't think. Is there some on here? Well, yes, it is. We had 2 on the bottom here of the battery pack. Let me pull the battery pack out real quick and show Team Run It. As y'all can see, there's 2 like cotter pin mount bolts that right here that holds the battery pack thing up. We're missing about, I want to say 4. We're missing 1. We're missing 4. 1,
2.
I think it's 2 here. 3. Remember, they go here.
Oh, yeah.
3, and then 4 to hold the Nerf bars, the battery mount bars in place. Remember?
Yeah.
And then you use cotter pins to hold them. Then these 2 these 2 here holds the body together.
Yeah.
What else are we missing? I'm gonna go ahead and order the little guy that goes right here, that mounts right here.
Yeah.
The little head and shoulders race guy that mounts right there. I'm gonna go ahead and order that. But it's crazy because hold on, if we order it, well, these windows are tinted. So on the new body, and we gotta order the body. On the new body, we ain't gonna tint the windows for you can see the little guy. Well, you can show him right there. There you go, right there. You know, he's right there on the illustration. Hold it up. You gotta hold it up better. Team Runner can't see it.
Like right here.
Yeah, that's a perfect
He
one.
would go like right here.
He would go,
Right here.
He'd go right here, right in front of the on and off switch mount. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, you know, another thing we forgot to that we're gonna have to order. Let me move this out the way. They might can't see it, but now I understand why these things had a stabilizer bar on them. Look at the front suspension articulation. So we need to get
it had
that.
a sway bar.
Yeah,
Like it went from here to here.
Okay.
And like it was like.
Yep, sure does. So we gotta get that front stabilizer bar for this.
Yeah.
Projects, right? This is a vintage RC, but I can't wait to get this thing running. I'm so excited about it. Childhood vehicle right here. It was something else. I think we're gonna stick with the 540 motor. We're not gonna do anything with the motor. We just want to restore this back to Tamiya new specs, I guess, because everything's gonna be pretty much new. Only thing that ain't gonna be new is the servo saver, the 540 motor, and the gearbox. We need to invest in some wheels too. So all that's coming little by little. Team Run It. We just want to keep y'all in the loop on this project build right here, the Tamiya Fox. Yeah. But it might be considered a Tamiya Nova Fox because this chassis was a little bit different. Both of these chassis, they look identical, but they're not. The only difference I seen was where the servo mounts go, which is right here on this older chassis, right? So hold up that chassis to them and show them.
Right here.
Yeah, they had moved them, the servo mounts. So what I had to do was just flip the servo mounts to the front of the, I want to say to the front of the servo, instead of having the servo mounts to the back tab of the servo mount holes on the servo. So, you know, we're getting there little by little. And we're going to have to invest. If we get new wheels, new rims, we're going to have to get new tires because these sand tires, we're not going to throw them away because we do go to the beach. So this would probably be a good candidate for the beach, huh? With these paddle tires on it. But yeah, it tripped me out how the servo mount holes was different. than what was on here. But it looks like, nope, we used those.
Yeah.
So, yep. It was kind of different. So, I believe this is, I know for sure this is the upgraded chassis.
Yeah.
Nova Fox chassis. And this car was an original original Fox. Also, too, what we figured out, too, was, it should have been a no-brainer. The front of this chassis was broken right here.
Yeah.
So what we got to do next is there's some holes, screw holes right here. We got to screw this bumper support to the chassis itself. So it's all coming together, Team Run It. We're going to have it together pretty soon. And, you know, we're going to give y'all a sneak peek on one of our future videos that we want to talk about before we close this one out. Grab the Team Associated, the 128th right there. The one that's charging, pretty much. Grab it with the controller for me. Peanut's going to grab it with the controller. And we want to show y'all this. We're going to give y'all a sneak peek of this old school vehicle that we got, that we've been having the whole time. And we'll end up doing a video on it. We just want to give y'all an update on the Tamiya. On this one right here. It's coming together. So, yeah, look at this, y'all. Remember these? I said Team Associated. My bad. Team Losi. My bad. The Team Losi, little 128 scale. It's little dudes fast, for real. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all remember these back in the day, I want to say maybe less than 20 years ago, these was big. So we're going to have to do a video on that. And we're going to have to do some diecast car videos too, because we've been grabbing some new diecast cars that we haven't been presenting
There was
to
actually
Team
newer ones.
There are newer ones. Yeah.
Last year.
What, of these? They came out of these?
Newer ones.
Don't tell them on this video. Don't tell. That's another video. Right. So we're going to put that there. We just want to give y'all a little sneak peek of that. Go ahead. Well, wasn't it green charging? All right, come on. We're going to close this one out. We're going to close it out. We are going to close it out. All right, Team Run It. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell. We're going to keep on bringing it. I wish this was running. Yeah. We would be outside with it, even in the grass, to not mess up the paddle tires. But it's a process. And also, too, Tamiya USA was doing inventories, I guess, all this week. Yeah. So they had shut their online purchasing down where you couldn't put nothing in your cart. So I think on the 13th, they'll be back up and running. And that's where I need to order a lot of my screws and a couple of more parts to this, especially the body. We're going to order from Tamiya USA. Hey, even this upper control arm is cracked. I forgot to tell y'all that. It's cracked too. So I know this whole back end going to get new control arms. But, you know, we appreciate all the support. Childhood, I know I keep explaining it because every time I look at this, it brings back to my childhood. But, you know, I'm very proud of this. This is like his history for me. You know, I don't know. It's touching for me. And it's touching that I get to share this same passion with Peanut when it comes to these RC cars too. I think that's what touches me the most. But enough of that babbling. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. That's Peanut. I'm James. This is Peanut's Automotive Adventure.
Diecast and RC cars.
Diecast and RC cars. And we out.
Peace.
Peace.